Hi, I just want to demonstrate just a little bit of GemFire tooling that I've written for use here at Garmin. This is a purely text mode utility that you can run from any SSH shell, and we find that to be advantageous because you can run your GemFire queries and whatever you're going to do directly from a server. Whereas if you use the GUI from a developer's desktop, then you have to have all the ephemeral ports open, from all the developer desktops to all the GemFire servers, and that becomes kind of this big, kind of a networking nightmare. So this allows you to get directly to the servers and directly to the data. So here's what the tool looks like. I'm using kind of like this old school Turbo C type of UI, and here's my connections I've already created, and I can come in here and create a new connection whenever I want to, and you just put in a connection name, call it whatever you want, a list of locators or servers if you want direct connection, region name, username, and password, and that just creates your connection. I'm going to use a test region that I already have created out here, and I'm going to just fill it briefly with a whole bunch of just widgets, which are these just random objects I just use for demonstration purposes. So this is just for demo effect. There's all the widgets, and I can come into my query tool here. This is what my query window looks like. I can enter any OQL I want right here in this query line and just run query, and then I get the results back in JSON, which is pretty easy to read, manipulate. And I can also export the entire region to JSON. So if I want to do further manipulation in some other tool, I can once I have it exported. And I also have a grid view, which is kind of nice just to get kind of a high-level overview of the data you have in your region if you just want to see how things are looking. And then I also have a very rudimentary insert. Right now it only does one level of objects, so if you have nested objects, this doesn't go into the nested definitions. It would take quite a bit more GUI work to make that happen, but if you just have a simple object, this works okay. And it inserts rows, and then I have a delete where you just type in the key and it'll go delete it. And then there's like a clear function to clear out my region. Just to show you some real data, this is a real region we're using here at Garmin, and this region is ginormous, so we're going to limit it to just 15 rows and do a query, and it brings back here's our product catalog, which has all of our products and prices and alternatives, variations, all that kind of stuff, images, whatnot, translations, all kinds of crazy stuff's in here. And so that's it. Not a whole lot to it, but it's a handy little tool for us. One of the things that we do like about it is that it only requires simple authentication, using just the GemFire username password, whereas the database browser tool that kind of comes with GemFire uses JMX authentication, and then on top of that you have to supply your GemFire authentication, so you have like two sets of username and passwords, and the JMX username and password has to be a read-write JMX username password, has to have read-write access to JMX, and that doesn't work for us in prod because we can't really give our developers access to read-write for prod. We'd like to give them read-only, but then if you have read-only JMX, then the tool doesn't work. But I filed a ticket on that, so I think that's going to be fixed in a future release. Anyway, so I think that's about all I have to show. Thank you.